right, we live. And my green screen went out. That's that quality we talking about. When the green screen go out, motherfucker.
It's showing on here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? I'm Sir Esters.
I'm Black Pino J.
I'm B Scribs.
And we're the Unintelligent Graduates. And let's get this show started. And let me say beforehand, we did a reaction video or we did a review on the Suicide Squad. Make sure you check that out on our YouTube channel. It's funny and we gave it great scores. And make sure you check out the movie. And let's get this show started. And you know how we start the show off. Let's talk about how everybody's week been. Go ahead and start off, Scribs.
Hey man, I always hated when my weeks have been pretty much uneventful, but it's another week in the COVID. Now I've been trying to lock myself down a bit with everything going on and the outbreaks and stuff getting more crazy. But my wife happened to make an amazing dress in like literally a day for my daughter's speech therapist who's having a baby shower here real soon.
Okay.
I mean, she stayed up all night day to make it, man. It's crazy. Like, I always like seeing her and when she's driven and stuff like that. You know, it always helps me be more passionate about the things I'm doing when she's willing to be that passionate about the things she's doing, you know?
Yeah.
So I always feel like you need to match your partner's energies when it comes to hobbies and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like find the hobbies that you'll exhibit as much energy into as your partner would in their hobbies. You know what I'm saying? And then together you guys are able to work as a cohesive unit. Besides that, not too much, man. Trying to say, got this dongle for the iPhone, so now I'm able to use this for the podcasts and whatnot. Let's see here, but I mean, besides that, not really too much other than that. How your guys' week been?
Man, I don't even know if you guys can even see or hear me, man, because my setup is going loco over here. So, man, Warner Brothers hooked me up with a pass with like the beta access code to play Back for Blood.
Okay.
And it's pretty much a spiritual sequel to Left 4 Dead 3. I mean Left 4 Dead 2. And this shit is dope. The graphics is in HD. It's like Left 4 Dead 3 with a different name. But it's pretty dope. I'm gonna be playing that all weekend. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some content up for that by Monday on our YouTube channel at the Unintelligent. Damn, I can't even talk. Words are hard today. At the Unintelligent Graduates, but that's all I've been doing, Doug.
Well, so Back for Blood, is that like is that on Xbox or anything like that?
Right now, it's going to be on all platforms. But right now, the beta is on Xbox and Steam, and if you pre-order the game on either platform, you get beta early access to the game. They're going to do another beta. I want to say next week or so. When everybody will be able to jump on, and if you got Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, you get to play Back for Blood as part of the subscription service. So
Back for Blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, nothing. Just I was watching Demon Slayer, good ass show, and I watched that. I've been on my anime lately, Jujutsu Kaisen. I also been listening to these new albums came out. Nas, he came out with an album produced by Hit Boy, dope as hell. Who else came out? Pop Smoke came out deluxe album, and what else? There was a bunch of more albums that came out. But I was kind of sad. Donda didn't want to come out, but we'll talk about that later.
Donda still ain't Donda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Donda, man. I was strolling. I was going up and down my screen, refreshing it, hoping Kanye West dropped Donda.
I called it the other day when that shit ain't coming.
That he did do.
Yeah, he keep pushing it back, man. I guess he's not satisfied with the album, but from what I'm hearing, he's switching the album up like crazy, but it's better than what it was. What was it last week? Last week when he had that streaming, yeah. They said it was better than it was last week. So he's not satisfied with the project, but y'all ready to get this show started, man?
Yeah, let's get started up.
Let's get on with our first topic. Let's get on to this trailer. The new trailer for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And, you know, basically the new trailer, all it's doing is showing more of Eddie and Venom's dynamic relationship. And it's also showing more of Carnage with Woody Harrelson playing him. And it's just crazy. So let's just give a review. And I bet we're all going to see it in theaters. A trailer looked dope as hell. Let's just give a review on what our thoughts on the trailer. Who wants to start off? And both of y'all cameras is off.
No, I put mine off on purpose because my setup, as much as I was testing it before the stream, now something weird happened. So I'm just gonna turn it off right now.
And I'm just trying to share this stream link. But man, the trailer is everything I was hoping this movie is gonna be. Yeah, I mean that whole part where he turns into Carnage and it was like, oh shit, that's a red one, and like, jumps back in. He's like, and that part had me laughing like hard. And then Tom Hardy's like, look, I'll let you eat everybody. He's like, really? And then he just comes back out like it just cracks me up, man. Like I don't know. I feel like Tom Hardy changed his Venom voice up a bit for this one compared to the first one. You know,
you think so? It sounds the same to me.
It sounds
the same.
If you listen to him, they're a little different. He's putting more of a characteristic into the guy's voice. It's more likable now.
Okay.
And I feel like
that whole buddy cop thing. Because I don't know, man.
I like it.
I still like the movie.
Yeah, it's gonna make for really good. I feel like parts in between of all the crazy action and all that that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Woody Harrelson has hair.
Oh yeah, and like, dude, he's gonna be fantastic as Cletus Cassidy. Like, I mean, dude, he's got. If I was to like envision Cletus Cassidy from the comics into a movie, it's either him or William Dafoe. To me, would have been like the perfect guy. Like to me, like one of those two actors. Defoe's too old to be.
William Dafoe? No,
yeah, bro. The red hair, the crazy smile with the pointy nose and stuff. I mean, that was
Woody Harrelson was the right pick, though. I don't know.
I think so too. Though. I mean, he's younger and he's more, more stuff you can do with the guy. Carry him on a couple more movies at least. I hope they just don't kill him off right away. I mean, like,
Carnage is a major player, man.
He's a major player in this movie. Well, they might get killed at the end of the movie, but
sometimes I'm hoping they don't kill him in one movie. Like Carnage.
No, I don't think. I think what they're gonna do, they're gonna separate the symbiote from Woody Harrelson, and they'll probably find a way to bring the symbiote back to Woody Harrelson sometime later. That's what I believe.
Carnage is really important to the Spider-Man storyline too. If they're gonna merge these two, like there's So, I mean, Venom and Carnage both are really important to the whole Spider-Man storyline, depending on if Marvel is going to merge these guys together or if they're going to put him in the whole, like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Verse or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're going to do with that. I'm interested to see, of course, with the new Spider-Man movie, how they're going to start putting this all together. But, dude, the trailer was dope. I can't say how much. I was so pumped after I saw that trailer. I was like, dude.
Like even there's even like subtle things that I liked about it with when it shows Woody Harrelson and he's in that red suit, but the suit is like a paisley pattern.
Yeah.
And it's red and black. It's a red and black paisley design. So it looks like how Carnage's skin looks like in the comic books a little bit. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they're nailing it with the symbiotes way better than they did with Spider-Man 3.
You didn't like that dancing, man?
No, he's talking about.
I ain't like Jazz Hand Spider-Man, and I didn't like.
You didn't like that dog.
I didn't like anorexic Venom.
He didn't like closed mouth Venom. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, what is like?
So that's the one thing I did like about the Venom movie when they launched it. The first one is he looked like Venom. He was big as shit. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like the whole that straight up just making him a hero and not an anti-hero.
And they did explain how
he did. He was an anti-hero during the first movie.
Not really.
What?
Not really.
That whole part where she's I'm engaged, and then he sees the guy and punches him in the face.
Man, that shit was funny.
Sorry.
That could have been us.
Yeah, you're a bitch. He's basically like. But it does explain how Cletus gets the symbiote though, because it shows him bite Tom Hardy's
I was
hand.
wondering like how are they going to do it, because in the comics it was like some kind of sciencey, techie kind of shit.
Yeah, I thought they was going to inject him. With the red symbiote. That's what I thought they was going to do.
I like this. This way is it feels it's a more realistic way in my opinion. Yeah. So he actually extracted a part of the symbiote out. So I think it was cool.
Yeah, the trailer was dope as hell. Even if I didn't like the trailer, I was gonna watch it either way because it had Carnage in it, and Carnage just brings more to the table with the Venom movie.
Yeah.
So basically, the movie comes out September 24th, and the trailer is dope as hell.
Is it gonna be a theatrical release only, or is it gonna be?
So
from what I've seen, it's gonna be theatrical.
Okay.
My question is on the third one: are they gonna have Krull, or what is his name, the Symbiote King, and then somehow Carnage and Venom are gonna have to work together?
I think
eventually, maybe.
I think they go add it in the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I don't know if there'll be a Venom 3. I think it'll be more Spider-Man and Venom have a part, rather than just make another Venom movie.
Well, what is it? Venom bonds with somebody. Or I think all the Avengers, right? To somehow like beat the
there was some shit like
Symbiote
that.
King.
Yeah, there was some shit like that. I used to see like a lot of the like that whole story arc. There was an issue because you know how Marvel does. Like you just can't read just Venom. You got to go to Avengers issue whatever number to do it. But in those particular issues that were tied to the story, they had like a cover where it showed like Wolverine is covered in Venom, and shit like that. So I can kind of see that happening eventually, but I don't know the way that the MCU's going with this multiverse stuff and what if. There's no telling, bro.
All right, so let's get on to our next topic. Let's talk about basically Peacock had their own little special of Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg doing the highlight of the Olympics. And everybody talking about how this was probably the best moment of the Olympics. You could see it from NBC Sports, but Peacock had their own thing. They made it 10 times better, and everybody loved it. You had Snoop Dogg, bringing his Crip stuff into it, and you had the comedian Kevin Hart bringing his comedic relief into the highlight special. So let's talk about our thoughts on that and what they were doing that was actually really funny.
Bro, that shit was funny as hell, man. With the whole just the commentary, because with the Olympics is normal. Everybody's usually serious and stuff. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, they talking hush tones and all that, but they actually let Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg be Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, they needed to, that's the first time I've really seen where they had highlights of not just regular analysts.
Yeah.
Just talking about what's going on and who won, who lost. They needed something like that to bring to the Olympics. We're in a pandemic, for Christ's sake. So we need something funny.
We don't need the Olympics this year anyways. They could have just postponed it.
No, they want to go postpone it. They already postponed it last year.
Hey, then it is what it is. But this was I want to say this probably was the highlight of the Olympics. Was watching these two, and the commentary alone, man, was dope as hell. You guys showed me the video with the horses crip walking and stuff, and just watching when the horse starts off and it's kind of like trotting. Or whatever they will call it.
Snoop, crip walking, cuz.
Snoop, his eyes just lit up. He said, "Hey man, this horse crip walking, cuz." He said, "Man, hey, I need this motherfucking horse in my video."
Oh my god, the shit about the synchronized divers was hilarious. You gotta hug sideways, man. You can't be hugging like that.
Hey, you talking about the coaches?
Yeah.
Y'all hugging too long. Y'all hugging too long.
Yeah, I told like 9 or 10 minutes, man. It was dope as hell, man. They needed something like that.
Dude, they need to get a permanent job at ESPN like weekly. Like,
Man,
they go
that would actually get me to watch sports again. Is if I get some kind of commentary like that.
Yeah, because Snoop, like even though he really don't know what's really going on, he brings a funny aspect to it. Like that Tyson versus Roy Jones fight.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious.
That Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg show is actually really funny. If you've ever watched it, it's hilarious because they're so different. Like it's like Snoop's like he's always learning all this cooking shit. He's like, what?
Yeah, that's like the new Regis and Kathy Lee, dog.
I could put some weed in this, man.
Heck no. Hey, shout out to Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart, man. They need to do more things like that.
And shout out to Synchronized Swimmers.
OG Snoop
with the matching draws.
Yeah. He got matching draws. That's how I know it was synchronized diving.
Let's get on to the rapper DaBaby. Basically, he apologized for his comments on the performances that he's doing, and he verified on Instagram. He said, "Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS. I know education on this is very important." So let's talk about DaBaby finally apologizing for the situation that he said and what he was doing.
He didn't apologize for the situation. He just apologized for the HIV comment.
Yeah, he just apologized.
Which I respect. I mean, stand by what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was pretty much a half apology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, I still ain't shaking hands with anybody that's sucking some other man's dick outside the parking lot.
You know what? Hey,
you know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was saying. I mean, he should have kept that shit to himself. I mean, if that's his views, but he said it. It might as well stick behind it.
It trips me out when a celebrity, they say some off the wall shit, and then when the shit backfires or they don't get the reaction that they anticipated, like, oh, I'm sorry for what I said. We're not really me, and yada yada yada. He didn't say none of that shit. He just apologized for just saying that he was misinformed about how HIV and AIDS works and shit.
Yeah,
I'm slick surprised he apologized. Well, he was losing concerts.
Yeah,
he lost all sorts of shows.
Yeah, he lost all sorts of shows, but I'm surprised he apologized. I didn't think he was going to apologize. I thought he was going to stand by what he said.
Because you're losing money, man. As soon when you lose money, that make you sober up real quick.
Yeah.
He was high off his own shit, talking about like he thought he was getting the crowd hype, and then when the shit hit the fan and everybody on the internet was like, nah, that's wrong. He's like, oh shit. So no, I got no sympathy for the dude, bro. I believe that a person can change and off of learning experiences like this, but
yeah,
in this situation, bro, to me, it just sounds like he's just trying to save face. He's still trying to say the shit to make the money that he's.
I don't know. I felt like he just got too hyped over the situation and then started basically just saying shit off the top of his head, like, oh, let's see if I can get away with saying this or that, or like, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, like,
pretty much.
Please.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that he apologized for it, but money rules, man. I guess when you start losing shows and all that, and it start messing with your money, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I hope he gets into a better situation, though, than what he's doing now.
Or just keep your mouth shut, man.
Yeah, I turned on the kids station.
Keep your shit to yourself.
I turned on the kids station on my daughter's thing, and that Dua Lipa and Him song was playing like the first thing. I'm like, okay. Apparently, they don't.
He gonna be doing kids bop songs and shit for now.
Probably. DaBaby for babies. DaBaby for DaBabies.
Hey, let's get on to let's do a congratulations to Rihanna, man. Wednesday, she estimated a net worth of $1.7 billion. And if you were thinking it's not because of her music, it's because of her Fenty beauty brand. And it made her the second richest female entertainer behind Oprah Winfrey.
right.
And the 33-year-old said in 3 words, God is good, and she's blessed. So congratulations to Rihanna. And who would have thought Rihanna would be the second richest billionaire lady?
Yep. She said,
Hold on, when I thought what's her name with the
bye Queen B.
Kylie Jenner was one.
Not a billionaire.
Oh.
Oof.
No.
I thought Beyonce was close to a billionaire.
I thought Beyonce too,
but
hey,
it don't matter. I mean, Rihanna's doing her thing, man. I mean, that's a great success story. She came from a small island on the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, made a music career, and now she's making sexy lingerie for all sizes of women.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's doing her thing, and she makes awesome guest appearance on songs and stuff. So it's like,
see, that's why I like when, and we talked about it before with previous guests. But like I like when if it's a sports athlete or musician, when they find, I'm not saying this is an exit plan, but she's building a brand. You know what I'm saying?
She's smart.
Because when Fenty first started off, I was thinking it was going to be like some Shaq kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just slap my name on these shoes and I'm just going to collect the money at the end. But she actually made a legit luxury brand. And I didn't even know it was draws. I thought it was like like dresses and shit.
I still don't know about Fenty. I never seen it.
Hey, if you want to know about it, go to Amazon Prime. They got 2 fashion shows with it all on there, bro. It's
for real.
You'll learn all about it.
So that's why. Okay, see, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I know they were doing something with Rihanna, but I never knew it was for Fenty or whatever. But
man. Yeah, shout out to her, man. She's making
that. Shout out to Rihanna, man.
I mean, statistically speaking, most musicians don't last more than an album or two, and you have to find another avenue to make money. You only stay relevant unless you're one of the greats for only a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she's very talented. She's been relevant for a long time, but she was smart enough to open up a whole other lane of revenue for herself. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, she's smart. She's always been that way. You know what I'm saying? She made songs about it and all that. You know what I'm saying? I get it how I live it. Live it how I get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like the perfect hook lady, man. You want like a lady to be like All of the Lights from Kanye West or that Pharrell song, or man, there's a couple other tunes where she does basically the hook for it in like a verse. And it's just perfect. Yeah, it's perfect, man. She's got it. She's got that swag. She's got that billionaire swag. You know what I'm saying? She's got that LeBron kind of swag. You know?
Yeah. Shout out to Rihanna, man. So let's get on to one of Black's favorite rappers and favorite producers. Dr. Dre. You know, last week he got to pay his ex-wife Nicole Young $300,000 a month. But throughout this week, his daughter, LaTanya Young, she's saying she's homeless and living out her car, and she works as a delivery driver for DoorDash and Uber Eats, and as an assembler at a warehouse, but claims that she can't afford an apartment in California and is living out her rental vehicle, and haven't seen her dad in 18 years. And basically, she posted it, and everybody's blaming her father for the situation that she's in. So I know it's a family business problem, but has anybody got anything to say on this situation?
Absolutely, I got some shit to say about this.
What you got to say about that?
This isn't just Dr. Dre failing his daughter. This is this man's wife failing his daughter as well.
Yeah.
Like, how, as a parent, can you be letting your kid? I mean, I don't care if she got drug problems or whatnot. It is your child.
Hold on, is this this the
no? This is the one. This is the first.
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I mean, but even so, her mom should have been in there to kind of should have been able to like
at least get your daughter a car.
Be that
like
support.
The rental car
like,
is gonna.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the one you seen on the NWA movie.
Okay.
It's the same thing, right? Because you just said he just got divorced from Nicole Young. They were together
Dr. Dre is not being like the best dad and per her saying that, but like, hey, we're gonna keep it rolling. Hey, my shit fucking up on my side too. Bro.
Hey, the whole thing is, they said one of the reasons Dr. Dre don't mess with her because she was talking bad about Dr. Dre through tabloids and all that.
Yeah,
and because they were talking about how Dr. Dre like left his family when he met Nicole, and all that. He stopped messing with his other kids and all that. Because he got a son that looks just like him.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck kind of dad is this? Like, what?
It's Hollywood, man.
Hollywood. I don't give a fuck. It's
all the Hollywood parents are in a lot of cases a lot way worse than like normal parents and shit.
Yeah,
because they got all this other shit they got to go through that normal parents don't have to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's mainly money.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's my daughter. It's my duty to take care of my kids.
Exactly.
Even if she's 33 years old.
Absolutely. Because then I'm not gonna have my grandkids staying at somebody's house. They're gonna be staying in one of my houses where I got.
I mean, but at some point,
if she's grown,
go ahead.
She's grown though. How about that?
I was about to say
she's grown, but still,
now,
I mean, it's your daughter, and she's never gonna not be your daughter.
There's only so much that you can do. You know what I'm saying? You can't if you can't help somebody who's not trying to help himself.
Well, the question is why is she homeless?
Yeah, and that's the bigger question that people need to ask.
Well,
like, how did she get?
He was paying an apartment and a lot of stuff for her. And they said when she came out talking bad about him is when he cut everything off.
So it could have been like it could have been a situation where she was wanting more. He's not trying to do more because maybe as a parent he wants her to better herself. Like how we always say at the end of the show, like you're a graduate if you're better than yourself. And maybe it's a situation where she wasn't bettering herself. Maybe it's like substance abuse. It's no telling because that's their business. But being on the outside looking in, when you hear the headline, you're like, damn, he's a badass dad. But I think we need to look at it in a wider scope. Because it could just be a situation where she's just being lazy as hell, or she's just trying to mooch off of her dad's success.
Either way, if she's being lazy, whatever. I got grandkids, and they're not gonna be living at some friend's house. She might be living in a car, but my grandkids are gonna be staying with me. That's the way I look at it. Like they're kids. Why should they have to suffer?
But that's the thing though. She's an adult though. Now, because when you hear the headline, they just says Dr. Dre's daughter, and immediately, as a parent, you're thinking about like your daughter, or I'm thinking about my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's you're thinking about the child, but then I'm looking at like children of like adult children who are like actively mooching off of their parents or living off their parents when they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see if you're an adult child living with your parents or living off of your parents because there's a mutual need, like your parents are too old to take care of themselves, or either party has like some kind of medical condition. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a situation, and I'm saying if it's a situation where she's just not trying to better herself and be an adult and hold her own. Then it could be just a situation. Just it's her, you know what I mean. And maybe Dr. Dre's trying to give her a tough love, and he was trying not to make an excuse for the dude, but maybe he's trying to show her like tough love, like yo, you got to do this on your own. I was able to do it on my own. You can do it too, kind of thing. Yeah. And she's just not willing to do it. It could be that too, or like everybody's thinking, Dr. Dre just could be just a badass dad, anyways.
Yeah. That's family business and they got their family problems, but one thing I don't like is like don't try to put it into the media because media go try to twist it into their favor and make the situation worse than what it is.
Yeah, the media doesn't care about anybody. They care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like
they care about numbers and views and all that, man. Clickbaits and stuff like that. Like what Black was saying. The first thing you see is she's living out of her car. She's working these dead-end jobs, and her father left her homeless, and the kids living in other friends' houses. So stuff like that need to be handled behind closed doors. And even though she did say she's been trying to get a hold of him, and he's not answering the phone, it's to the point of like, man, just talk. Just pick up the phone, talk, and handle this. Don't try to put it on social media to where it get twisted up, and it's bad for the both of y'all. And it's breaking up families that don't need to be broken up.
At least take care of your grandkids, Dre. Damn. Like, what if she got drug problems? Them kids don't need to be living in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
like I said,
I see what you're saying. So if she has kids too, is that what you're saying, Screen?
yeah. I'm like, those are my grandkids.
Yeah. Okay,
she got three,
my
four
bad,
kids.
my bad. When you said grandkid, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
she has kids.
She got 3 or 4 kids.
Granddaddy, man.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that, Chris.
Yeah.
If anything, he should be stepping up and saying, well, just bring the kids over here.
Yeah.
Because he's clearly
you get
the only
your
one
shit
that can.
straight. I'm gonna take care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my bad.
Like I said again, we wish them the best. That's family business problem, and
it really is.
Hope they settle it. And don't be putting it in the tabloids, man. Let it be a lesson learned.
Yep.
To all entertainers, man. Keep that's family business. Keep behind closed doors. So we got a couple more topics, and we're gonna go into a break. Let's get on to what happened Thursday. You know, the Locks versus Dipset versus battle between the New York greats. And you know, the Locks is basically Styles P, Jadakiss, Sheik Luch. And you know, you got Dipset, Cameron, Jim Jones, Jewels, Freaky Zeke. And let's just talk about the versus battle and what we seen and what we like from the versus battle and who we think won the versus battle. I'm going to tell you right off top, I predicted Dipset because Dipset had the bigger and better hits and the bangers, the club bangers. When it came to lyricists and the freestyling during the battle, Jadakiss and Locks showed out.
What did I say? What did I say on that show, bro? I said the Locks were going to win that battle.
He did call it.
Yeah.
I was just going, I was just going because off of nostalgia because Dipset
they took the man's bandana.
That happened.
Yeah. You saw a lot of confrontations between the two groups.
It's
where
like
you thinking something was going to pop off.
I was going in for Dipset because this is like they're more fun to me. You know what I'm saying? The Locks is grinding. The Locks is great. Yeah, and they had a lot of bangers. And I think that's the club bangers. And I think that's why I went with them. But the Locks quickly showed me why I was wrong.
It also came to realization is like Jadakiss said, y'all lip syncing. He said, we're in New York. And he just started freestyling. So what made the Locks win it? They had a better show and they had a better entertainment than Dipset.
Bro, when they called out, like his Jewels was he put his whole foot in his mouth, man. That whole show, because when he was even trying to call out the Locks on like who they don't do music for the ladies, and then Jadakiss shut that shit down too, and then banger after banger, feature after feature, they've done, and I didn't realize it. And that's what I was like they quickly made me realize I was wrong in my choice.
You can't mess with Jada, man. I'm telling you.
And he came out with it was
okay.
The track that they did with Mary J. Blige, like their own shit, bro, it shut it down. And he said, and we don't do nothing for the ladies. We don't do nothing for the ladies. Hit on with another one. Boom, and then another track come up. And then you just see like they cut the Jewels and he got the shit mouth. Like he's like, like, bro, yeah, you did it, dog.
My man, Jewels had it. They said they were clowning that man having a bandana,
a scarf,
a hat, and the scarf on at the same time, dog. And then they after Jadakiss freestyle, Cameron tried to freestyle, they booed him. And I saw there was one person in the on the text. What's it called? Not text, but the
live chat.
Yeah, the live chat. Someone said that Ruda to the Fooda ain't gonna work this time. They said we old enough to realize you ain't saying shit.
I like the Fooda Boodles. They call them caboodles.
Oh, they said we old enough to realize you ain't saying shit now, dog. They said it was cool back in high school.
It was cool in high school because in high school we don't know no damn different, man. We just
I like the beat, man. I like the beat.
We listen to the beat. We're looking at the clothes, and we're not even listening to the lyrics like we should have been doing, like we were doing before. You know what I mean? And then, bro, it's just it's like finding out wrestling isn't real.
It's the beat.
It was the beat, yeah. It was the beat the whole time, bro. And yeah, the locks easily won that one, bro.
Yeah, the Ruda Tuda didn't. Hey man, they didn't cut it, man.
I'm getting fried on the chat here, man. You see this?
Hey, that was time when you thought something was gonna really pop off, dog. Like
man,
when Styles P was rapping and Cameron was sitting down, he started kicking Styles, and Styles tried to grab him off the chair. It was, and then you saw Jadakiss pull the bandana off Jewel's head.
I thought something was gonna happen.
And then, dude, it was so crazy. You think someone was gonna pop off, but what really, like, Jadakiss had better. The Locks had better entertainment and realized it's still a concert instead of just playing your old songs. They realized New York is the mecca of hip hop, and when they played New York, it was over.
Yeah,
like when they played New York, boom.
Yeah, it was. I told you, man. The Locks. You don't mess with the Locks.
Like
I think that's
one of my favorite hip hop groups of all time.
Yeah.
Locks dope as hell, man.
Donda. No, Donda is not out. Donda is not done.
Hey, let's get on to Donda, and we got two more topics. Then we go on to our. I guess we'll get on to a break and then our last talk. Let's talk about Donda, man. Basically, we thought Donda was gonna drop Friday.
Nope.
And Kanye fooled us all again, fooled me for the second time.
Yeah,
and basically, but there was good reviews. They said the album was better than what it was last week, and he still sold out the stadium, which it was still hard to believe. And I didn't even know Kanye's 44 years old, man.
Hey, Conlate West.
Conlate.
Come Late West. Late West hasn't officially dropped the album. This man is saying he's got it on his IG, but and
he was talking about how Kim Kardashian is still in love with him, and he still had to do his little rants. And they're talking about how he was floating in the air like SpongeBob.
Yeah, on the wires when he's. When he did that, that's the first thing I thought about. I said, "Is this motherfucker about to play the fucking rock and roll song?" I wanna rock.
I think he's just testing out.
Pointing somebody and somebody else will turn into a fucking rock star. When he floated up in the air, I think that was a bit too much, but it is kind of late West, so he does a bit extravagant.
I think he's testing out new what do you call it? Stage ideas in a way. I think he's using this album kind of to try out new stage.
Hey, but that motherfucker came in that black spiky suit looking like a Pokemon boss. So it was wild.
I think this is all a big scheme for him to like basically try and sell more of these Gap Yeezy clothes collection stuff with the Kenny from South Park looking jackets.
If you would have went to the concert, he had the puffer Gap jacket. Pre-order for $200.
There's not even a zipper on there, bro. Like it's
not a zipper.
There's no zipper. It's just it's like a weird rolled front to where it's like weighted so it keeps it kind of closed. But
he's from Chicago, so he knows how important the zipper is in a fucking jacket. Hey,
he's from Chicago. You think he gives a fuck about anybody in Chi-Town anymore, bro? You think he gives a fuck about anybody in Chi-Town anymore, bro?
This album isn't coming out, man. This album's gonna come out at the same time Detox comes out.
The sad thing about it, I'm still gonna be waiting, dog, and I'm still gonna be checking my streaming service to make sure it comes out, dog. So, damn Kanye. Hey, you hurt my feelings, man, for the second time, dog. I'm not getting that damn puffer jacket. As that
you hear that?
Damn
Kanye?
you, Kanye! I'm not buying your puffer jacket, dog.
You made him a Drake fan.
You let me down.
Who the fuck shops at Gap besides little kids and midgets anyway?
Hold on, bro. Gap be popping, bro.
Bro, come on now. It's
what?
Gap is the fancy Old Navy, bro.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
They got the same shit. It's the same shit. They just swipe the labels.
It's like David Spade shops at Baby Gap, and that's about all I know. It's
Hey, let's talk about Damn you, Kanye. Let's talk about this Marvel's What If episodes could expand into live action movie spinoffs. So you already know the What If show is coming out, and they could include cinematic spinoffs for some of the new characters being introduced. Where what?
Sorry, I'm getting roasted in the chat. Like
getting roasted in the chat, bro.
My buddy Jonesy is roasting me in the chat, bro. He's saying a GoFundMe for a haircut and shit.
You do need one, bro. I'm looking. I'm a little concerned. You put the hat back on, dog. You gonna put the hat back on?
You already know the What If have the T'Challa counted as Star-Lord.
Yeah,
and you know they had the zombies of Marvel. They also have Captain Carter doing Captain America. A lot of spinoffs like that.
I heard about the episode of the What If the Titans would have got that extra yard. I heard about that one, bro.
That's episode 1. Hey. That's episode 1.
Hey,
they've been living in that moment.
Preseason started up, man. We're gonna chill out, man. Worry about your Eagles, dog. Don't worry about my Titans, man. Don't worry about my Titans, man. We looking good, dog.
What if the Titans were good?
What if Mr. Elastic was on the Titans to get that extra yard? Oh man.
So hold on. What's did they ever announce what the first episode is going to be?
No, it's supposed to be a surprise.
Okay. You know what? I can kind of see it happening because like Kevin Feige already had announced that they're going to stop that whole multi-picture deals with actors and stuff. We talked about it on the previous episode.
Yeah,
but this kind of lends credence to that, though, to that idea that that Marvel's going to just pretty much milk the what if stories and stuff. I mean, because it's cool, like to hear about like T'Challa being a Ravager or whatever. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see Chadwick Boseman play that character again. But it would be cool to see more stories of like what would that be like him being,
or like what if the Hulk would have cracked into Black Widow's ass? You know what I'm saying?
That's on you find that only on OnlyFans. Yeah. OnlyFans at Marvel XXX.
What if Black Widow was the Hulk and Bruce Banner was a spy? That would have been interesting.
Like it's like I would like to see. I would like, even though I read the comics, but I would like to see that Marvel Zombies though, like live action.
Yeah, that'd be a dope live action.
Or even if they don't do live action and just keep that same animation style they got going with that 3D CG hybrid shit. I would like to see more of that Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, like the end of the Spider-Verse. That'd be really cool.
That'd be dope.
I think that'd be the way to go about it. It'd be too gory as a live action film for Marvel, really.
I mean, or they can do the killing, but it's just like it just show like somebody getting cornered by zombies, and then all of a sudden they just and then it's just off camera, off screen.
The brutality of it was what part of it would made it cool and shocking. Like you were kind of surprised by like how brutal like that whole comic line was. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, and that's what the zombie fans really love, to give the people what they want.
I mean, shit, they seem like they are in a way. Just even them. Just having Marvel Zombies in there was shocked. It shocked me already because I didn't expect them to even do that with it being a Disney-owned property and stuff.
Now I don't be on Disney Plus like that, but if they do that Marvel Zombies, I will watch that.
You don't watch no shows after the conversation we had yesterday, bro. I don't see how you watch TV.
You ain't even seen Captain. You ain't seen Loki or Winter Soldier and Falcon, man.
I might watch.
What kind of shit is this?
Falcon. I might. Not no guarantee, man.
Hey, man, how you ain't gonna watch Clarence get the shield? Cuz spoiler alert.
He had to drop the mic to get the shield. You know what I'm saying?
It's right.
he got the shield in the movie though.
The original Black
He got the shield
America.
in the movie, but then it's a process on why he gets it again. You have to watch it, man. I ain't gonna spoil it for you.
Original Black Captain. You had nice parents.
Hey.
You
didn't even watch the Cosby Show from the damn the
I didn't watch Cosby Show.
The shocking ending. You told me.
Switching topics over, man. Y'all ready to take this break,
I'm ready
man?
to switch the goddamn.
Yes,
We
I'm
need to
ready
get
to take
some of this.
break,
Why you ain't
bro.
watch the goddamn
Hey,
Cosby
let's
Show?
take. Hey, we're gonna take a break.
Jonesy
Then we're
over
gonna
here
get on
frying me about a
to
haircut.
one more topic,
Don't
and
run
then we
from the
get on to
truth.
our big topic, man.
Don't
So
listen
let's
to
take a
him.
quick
No,
little
we're
break,
keeping this shit running. I want to get to the
I
bottom
just
of
ain't
this.
got no product in my hand.
Hey, let's get on to topic, man.
All right, we'll take the break. We come back.
We'll take a break. All right. Peace. Wow.
Hey, we gonna get to the bottom of these answers, these questions. Why you ain't watching none of the? Oh, you gonna take the headphones off?
Yeah, we're still live on break, fool. Hey, we appreciate y'all commenting on the chat and stuff, man. It's the first time we've had that happen. And dude talking about having.
Hey, Mod Master, I'm not sure if there's a way that we can actually get you.
And I'm not even sure how you could have the album if it's constantly changing, man. Like, how does that even work? Like, it was
because he getting the first cut.
He getting
down to 1.0.
He going
And then he's got the when they do a patch, like how on a video game they do a patch, it's like 1.1. So now he got down to 1.1.
My friend Jonesy is going.
Damn, Jonesy's
going
hard.
Jonesy. This is my Warzone buddy right there.
Yeah, you told me about him.
Okay. What was that? A Steve Carell emoji? What is that? Jonesy's ass.
Got a few chins.
Hey man, I can't get these trimmed though. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I got to lose weight again for that.
Hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Man, I am thirsty. Should I open up another bang? I already had a G Fuel this morning. Esther's.
Yeah, what?
I said I already had it. Hey, Scripps is sponsored by G Fuel. The Sonic Rings version does. Actually, there's still some in here. Peach rings. This one's pretty good. This one in the sour chug rug.
What they sell that at?
They sell it at the QT down here. The Quick Trip. I don't know if they're selling them up there yet. But. Oh man. Over here. Look at this. Look at the chat, man. I'm getting fried, man, by my buddy Jonesy. He talking about how I need a haircut, GoFundMe, and how I got a few chins going on. Look, motherfucker. I mean, it's crazy to me. Biggin said he can't. A buddy of mine said he can't comment on the chat yet. Jonesy's able to, so I wonder why that is. That's kind of strange.
Oh, I don't know. Only Black can mess with the chat. We can't do anything on the chat.
Well, I'm saying, but they're being able to comment. But my other buddy's saying he's not being able to. So it's Jonesy. Is this thing still? I don't know why this thing keeps randomly booting me out once in a while. We are live, and we are brought to you today by Black and Pinot J's Big Black Coffee. When you need that BBC deep in your gut, get Black and Pinot J's Big Black Coffee. Only sold in Sprouts. Sprouts and Costco. Oh man. So what's the next few topics we got?
Well, we only got one more, then we got that BuzzFeed.
All right.
Yeah, the topic is why Olympians are so broke.
Because most of them are from England. Damn,
what?
No, I'm just
damn. What happened? All right.
That's the joke.
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do the scripts.
Bring us back, scripts.
And we're back.
All right. So let's get on to one topic, then we'll get on to our big topic.
Right.
So basically, this was posted by Business Insider. And you know we did the Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart commentary on the Olympics. So let's get on to another topic about the Olympics. Basically, some Olympians make millions of dollars, but a recent global study of 500 elite athletes found that nearly 60% did not consider themselves financially stable. And they said they were not sponsored athletes on cereal boxes and Gatorade bottles. And some of them are driving DoorDash, working at Panera Bread or Banks, or working a second job. So let's talk about this. So Basically, if you don't realize, before you get to the Olympics, you gotta pay for like massage therapists, coaches, nutritionists, nutritionists.
Say it. What now?
I can't say it with this thing in my mouth, but you know what I mean.
Bro,
and it's about around $250,000.
I mean, when you have the Nigerian basketball team walking around in paid Esther's truckers, you got. I mean,
hey,
I'd like to thank my sponsor.
Esther's. Jump out the gym, these truckers, motherfuckers.
You only get paid by sponsorship, and you get paid by medals. If you didn't know. When you get a gold medal, you get paid $37,500. Or a silver medal, you get $22,500. And a bronze medal, you only get $15,000. And that's kind of crazy. And you already know, you're spending money on shoes. Like if you're running track and field 2 to 3 months, that's around $200 to $300.
I mean, this as a kid, I used to think that one, I used to think the gold medals were made out of real gold. Two, I used to think that if there was on the Olympics, they were getting paid like buku bucks, like
only
the NBA and all that.
The big sports,
but it turns out just like the popular, sports. Only like the popular Olympians, like Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt and all them motherfuckers. Like those are the ones that kind of get the money because on top of that, they're getting the sponsors, and showing up on a Wheaties box. And all that bullshit. It sucks, but I mean, it's kind of like how, like on a previous show, shout out to Manny. We talked about it. Like they're getting paid to represent. They're getting the privilege to represent the country, and that's what they should be taking out of it the most. But like, just like how you just read off like all those behind the scenes costs and all that stuff, it kind of makes sense on why they're getting paid what they're getting paid,
and it also makes sense why then more athletes are more dominant than the other ones because they're able to afford the top, nutritional products. They're able to afford top housing. They're able to afford top doctors, all that. So how is a basketball team from Nigeria supposed to win a motherfucking medal when you have multi-millionaires in the United States? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Nigeria did beat them in the exhibition.
They did. I know they did, thanks to your boots. But anyway, I'm putting on. I just got called the Ed Sheeran from Wish on this.
Y'all don't know what he's talking about, babe. Y'all do not know what Screw's talking about. Someone went into my Amazon Prime account and bought some Chucker boots.
Thank you, brother.
Motherfucker.
It said Australia, but we had a joke where some scammers in Nigeria scamming people, so they believe Nigerian prince stole my Chucker boots. But I got my money back, man. I got my money back, dog.
They're all jumping out the gym in these truckers. Motherfuckers.
I want to see. I'm gonna make a Jordan logo with big ass boots at the bottom of the motherfuckers and like a kente cloth.
And he's about to dunk into like a milk crate box. It's a milk crate box instead of an actual hoop. It'd be fucking hilarious.
But I mean, I don't know, man. It's like, you would hope that they would get paid more, especially when they got the motherfuckers sleeping on cardboard boxes like they're homeless people.
Yeah,
it's wild. But
it's good for your backs, though.
Apparently so. And the backs are getting blown out in the goddamn village. But I would like to see them get paid more, but just seeing the overhead that's behind all that shit, I can kind of see why they're getting paid. And I know the Olympic Committee isn't paying these people. It's the countries that need to be paying the athletes more. But I mean, that's what they got sponsorships for. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Well, to get sponsored, you got to have so many medals also.
Yeah,
it's true. At least got to win one.
And even one, it's like you got to win like
multiple. You got to be a multiple.
You got to get like 3 or 4.
Hey, or you could just be Simone Biles, sponsored by everybody, and not even compete. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she been getting medals though, man. And
I know, but that's
before. I mean, like she went like one of the. She got the most, or she's one of the few that had got like multiple.
Well, right now it's Allison Felix. She has the most now. So. And what else? Simone Biles. She been doing her thing from the get go. Like
because she got sponsorships, like kind of like Michael Phelps. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing.
But they won a lot of medals too to earn those sponsorships.
I know. I'm not going against what you're saying, but it's kind of just at the end. It's just like they will make more money if they make themselves more marketable.
And the way another on the Business Insider, they also said the way they make themselves more marketable is like social media too. Yeah. They got to be a socialite to get more markets and more sponsorships and stuff like that. Old gal from Kentucky, she gonna be the next one on the Wheaties box, man.
She is, man.
Cindy, I think her name's Sydney McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Hey, that girl was killing during the hurdles, man. Mm-hmm. So let's get on to our shout out to all the Olympians. And I've been looking on the medal counts. You already know USA, they have the most medals, and China has the most gold medals. They're winning by like 3 right now.
They cheat.
They clearly couldn't cheat good enough on the relay race. They fucking bombed on that shit.
Hey, China got the most golds, and the U.S. has the most medals right now, which because they compete in the most sports.
Yeah.
So one question that I have before we get on to our next topic: what Olympic game did y'all like that y'all watched?
Equestrian.
Yeah, that was the equestrian.
The what?
The horses.
The equestrian.
Horses. That's now my new favorite. But before then, it was the skateboarding. The women skateboarders.
I didn't realize they had women skateboarding.
They finally put that in the Olympics. Now they're talking about putting esports in the Olympics too. Do you know that?
Yeah, I heard about
that.
They should.
The United States would fucking dominate. Like it would.
It wouldn't be down. It would be fucking South Korea, motherfucker.
I don't know. I don't know about esports.
South Korea will fucking wipe everybody. But no, the women's skateboarding event was pretty dope.
Women's volleyball is a good one.
And I was watching like the women's weightlifting, and the only reason why I was watching that was because I was trying to, because the Philippines has never won a gold. Mm-hmm. The Philippines have been in the Olympics since the 20s, and they never won gold. They got like silver and bronzes and shit, and they almost got gold with a female with a Filipino skateboarder. She got to the finals, but I think she ended up with silver. But I forgot her first name, but her last name is Diaz. It's a Filipino weightlifter, and she got gold. And she was actually the first Filipino to actually get gold in the Olympics, which I was pretty hyped about.
It was a sweet instead of sour hour. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Hey, gold's gold, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not even tripping. So that's the only ones I've been following. But now I'm into horses for some damn reason. Thanks, Snoop Dogg.
Hey, women's volleyball. I gotta give a shout out to them and their outfits. That is the true gold medal of the Olympics. Basketball is fun to watch. I love watching actually the United States lose in basketball, so I'm always rooting for the other team. Because you know what I'm saying?
Why is it?
Because man, it's like the United States team. It's like, okay, let's go to a World Cup. And we're going to pick all the best soccer players from the whole world and put them on one team. And then all the secondary tier players down pretty much are on other teams. Or you have one great player on another team, like Luka Doncic on the fucking, what is it? The Ukrainian team or, you know what I'm saying?
No, he was on Slovenia.
Yeah, Slovenia's team. It's like, it's fucking ridiculous to me.
But that's the NBA has a lot of, like, the NBA is a global, like, it's like a global league.
It is.
And then by the time the Olympics come in, everybody got to go their own separate ways because they want to represent their own
country. If you didn't know, last year Australia won it. It wasn't like a major. It was like it was the Olympics before the main Olympics started. Australia won it. They beat the U.S. And Australia was talking a lot of mess, dog, to the U.S. And that's when everybody was talking about.
That's why I was rooting for Australia. Beat them, mate. Whoop that ass there, mate. It's like.
Hey, shout out to the U.S., man. I didn't realize they had 3 versus 3
Who's the
basketball.
biggest Australian player? What, Andrew Dellavedova or whatnot?
No, it was Rudy. No, it was I don't know. I know France was Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Australia, I didn't keep up with Australia. I know they had a lot of NBA players. The most NBA players was on Australia and France.
And go figure, one of them were in the finals against the team that has literally, superstar after super. It's basically a fucking all-star team that you have to fucking play against. So that's why I always root against every team that's playing against the United States. Now, it's kind of like that's why I root more for the United States in hockey because they're actually at a disadvantage to other countries in hockey. You know what I'm saying?
Canada be whooping on them.
Canada, fucking,
Russia.
Russia and all them, they all have great fucking teams. So that's why I always root for the United States there, because that's a true talent pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, or when it comes to soccer, female soccer or men's soccer.
The women won bronze.
They did.
The men, they never make it. They never qualify.
Shout out to Julie Ertz.
They won bronze, but they won our hearts.
But they've won gold like fucking 4 fucking times in a row.
Yeah, the men, they never qualify for some reason, man.
Because they suck. That's why the women's team should just be. The women's team could beat the men's team.
They can. They really can.
They probably can. They probably can.
No, it's not a probably. It's a really. They really can with that.
The women's team's really fucking good.
They dope.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably would have beat England in the Euro Cup finals. Yeah, I said it. That's what.
Hey, I mean, y'all ready to get on to this big topic, man? I don't mean to cut y'all off, man.
Damn.
Hey,
how rude.
Y'all ready to get on this big topic? Did y'all look at so basically our big topic is BuzzFeed, they posted 24 movie facts that will mildly surprise all 90s kids. And basically, we was born in the 80s. I hope we all was. So let's talk about, did y'all even check out this list or the topics?
I honestly haven't, because I was editing our Suicide Squad video. So I'm doing my homework on the bus right now.
I'm just watching me getting roasted in the chat here on the right. Like apparently this is roast to B Scribs from, but I didn't see the categories either.
Well, some of them is okay and some of them is in.
Talk about some of
them. One of them is have you ever watched Matilda?
Yeah.
They said for the iconic cake scene in Matilda, actor Jim Cars had a spit bucket to use between takes because he didn't really like chocolate cake. Mm-hmm. If you know when the principal was making the kid eat the cake all the time.
No, I never watched the movie, but I can kind of.
You never watched Matilda?
No, man. That
Danny DeVito, man. Like, come on.
Come on, dog. Y'all joking on me for what I haven't watched, but you haven't watched.
Right, you said, hold on. Time out on the show. You said you was a fan of Cosby, not because of the Cosby shows, because you never watched the Cosby Show. It was because you watched.
I knew about the Cosby Show. I watched Ghost Dad, Fat Albert.
And you said Ghost Dad. Ghost Dad made you a fan of Bill Cosby, and that's where
Fat Albert. I like Fat Albert. Is there anything wrong with Fat Albert?
You said you didn't say it was a cartoon. You said it was.
Hey, dog. What about Matilda, man?
That'd be like saying I like Little Bow Wow because of Tokyo Drift, bro. Like,
I mean, I could kind of see why they would do it like that with the spit bucket, because like my younger brother, he doesn't like chocolate at all, so I can kind of see why that dude would have a spit bucket. It sounds gross as hell, but some people just don't got that taste for that kind of stuff.
Some people don't like chocolate, and they are fucking weird.
Hey, another one is Scarlett Johansson auditioned for the role of Judy in Jumanji.
Yeah.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't even know. What would a young Scarlett Johansson even look like? Because it was like Kirsten Dunst had that role, right?
Yeah. Spider.
I got the list up right now.
Mary Jane.
And the one that I knew about the Ninja Turtles, like the suits were like heavy as hell. I knew about that. But I did not know that they had to film everything at a slower rate and then speed it up, like the fight scenes and stuff.
Oh, you Welsh bastard!
Yeah, I ain't gonna even lie. For the year the movie came out, the fight scenes were dope as hell.
Hey man, Robin Williams, man, like there was a lot about that movie. Like Robin Williams went off script a lot in that movie and made it like truly amazing.
What are you talking about?
The original Jumanji, Robin Williams.
I mean, we were talking about Ninja Turtle. I thought Robin Williams was not in Ninja Turtle.
He should have been.
He definitely. I was thinking for a minute too. I was like, Robin.
He should have been. I'm like, damn, definitely should have been the orange one, man. Robin Williams is the orange one would have been awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go ahead and talk about Jumanji right now, man. You talking about Robin Williams?
Hey, man, Robin Williams went off script on that movie a lot because he didn't agree with a lot of the writing, and it made it quite amazing. Like they were like, they're like, read this line. He's like, no, I'm gonna say something funnier than that. Like it's like, and he would do it, and they're like, yeah, that works.
I mean, it's like going to an optometrist going to another optometrist. And then, like, getting a recommendation when he knows better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like trust the professionals. Like
trust God, bro.
I mean, Marco.
We got all these throwbacks.
But I mean, like, it's. I know the writers probably felt like slighted or whatever. But I mean, it's Robin Williams, man. If I had a script and I gave it to Robin Williams and he was like, "Yo, I would rather do this instead," I'm gonna go with what Robin says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be gold, and he's known for doing improv.
Man, R.I.P. Man, Robin Williams. Man. Mm-hmm. So get on to the Ninja Turtles, Black.
I mean, like the only thing I saw on here was the suit was like 48 pounds. I knew about that, but then also like when they cut their fight scenes, they had to film it at a slower rate because they were so heavy, and then they sped it up after the fact, and it made them look like they were normal. Because I thought the suits were not before knowing that the suits were that heavy. I thought that like these motherfuckers were real first. Mm-hmm. I thought the motherfucking Ninja Turtles was like a real thing, but damn.
Hey, speaking of the Ninja Turtles, wasn't that dude? We mentioned the movie The Losers the other day or yesterday, and he was in there. The kid, the delivery boy, he had his head shaved, he had all the muscles now, and he was like fighting them at that one scene. I think it was Losers. There was a movie I just watched recently where he's much older.
You talking about the one with Vanilla Ice in it?
No, that's another one. But there's an actual movie where like they're in a jungle and he's like the leader of like some kind of like little clan out there or something like that.
Lord of the Flies or something? I don't know, bro.
I'm talking about like
Lord of the Flies.
This came out. I'm trying to remember the movie it was, but. I was like, man, that's the same.
Probably the Rundown, maybe.
It was the Rundown. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Rundown, and I was like, man, that's the little pizza guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is
the movie with Vanilla Ice, the Ninja Turtle movie. That's like Return of the Ooze or
Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze. That's what it was.
Pizza delivery boy in the beginning.
That was one of my favorite Ninja Turtle movies, man.
It was the best. The third one made no fucking sense. Where they travel back to like Japan, like or China or something.
I didn't care for that one.
That one was like, what the
I don't even remember it. I never cared for it.
Because I remember watching that, and then Turtles in Time came out, and I was like, why didn't they do Turtles in Time? And they pretty much had me do a fucking Magic School Bus session, and I got to learn about feudal Japan. I did not want to learn about that.
Yeah. But dude,
another one they have is Leonardo DiCaprio. He was offered Hocus Pocus, but he turned it down.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
He's turned down a lot of roles that people would be surprised, but I mean they ended up being flops. So he kind of saw the directions of the movies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, too bad he didn't see that about the beach.
What?
The beach? What?
You never saw the movie The Beach?
No.
Oh my God! Do yourself a favor and watch it. It's so bad. They arrive at this beach, like him and like a couple other people, and it's basically a beach. It's just covered in drugs, and like it's like there's like
that sounds like a beginning of a fart car game.
Yeah, and it's like basically like that, but it's terrible. It is so bad. You have to watch it. It's a movie. It came out in the early 2000s, I think, right after he did the Titanic. Okay. It was called The Beach, and it was so bad that it's like you have to watch it to appreciate it.
But one thing I seen on here is Eldon Henson and Garrett Ratliff Henson. They played two different characters on the Mighty Ducks. One was like the big bully dude. Mm-hmm. And the other one was like the main kid. They were actually brothers. I didn't even know that. They don't look nothing alike. But damn, that's wild.
It's not like the Savages that you thought weren't brothers and were scared that you were racist for thinking that they looked alike when they actually are brothers.
The Savages.
Yeah.
That's what you call them.
Ben and Fred said.
Hey, the Mighty Ducks changed the game, dog, of hockey, dog.
They did.
Like I loved all three movies.
That
I
show
know a
on
lot of
Disney
people didn't
Plus
like
is
the
dog
third
shit
one.
though.
The third one was
It was like when I was in high school or college.
I didn't watch that one, but I didn't know it was out. Because like the Mighty Ducks 2 is when it was like the children's Olympics kind of shit, or it was like a world.
Yeah, it was like the Olympics.
I remember that one.
And the first one was when they was kids. Second one, they was kind of like in middle school, and they were doing the Olympics. And the third one was like in high school. They went to like a special school to play hockey.
Okay. Yeah. And then now they got that series on Disney Plus.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either.
Bad.
Is it bad? Like bad? Like bad?
You can't
good or
have
bad,
the
bad?
Mighty Ducks without Goldberg, man. He's a crackhead these days. So I was like, he's working on it, but you know what I'm saying?
That was a sad story.
But
I heard about that.
You can't have the Mighty Ducks without Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's crazy because
other guys. Elijah Wood, right? Was Elijah Wood?
No.
Who was it? It was fuck. What was his name?
I don't remember none of their names, to be honest.
He was in the ring, or no, the Skulls. Fuck his name? I can't fucking remember his name.
I don't remember none of their names. But Emilio, that's the only one I know. Emilio,
the unfamous Sheen.
Yeah,
that's what you mean.
You know what? That was one fucking movie fact. I didn't even know he was a Sheen. I always thought he looked familiar. I always used to get him mixed up with his half brothers, Charlie Sheen, a lot. It turned out they were really half brothers and shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Was it Michael Sheen as a dad?
The one that kept the surname.
Martin Sheen
kept the surname.
Someone with wild oats over there in Hollywood, bro.
Hey, the next one is one of them is the set for the mansion in Casper was later reused for the Backstreet Boys music video for Everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah. I didn't notice it because I never watched the video.
Oh,
hold on, dude! You never watched that video?
Can't you see?
I ain't listen to no pop music.
Man, I like the Backstreet Boys.
When Backstreet Boys was out, I was listening to like Rage Against the Machine.
Wow!
Rewatching Nirvana shit. Watching like.
Hey, I like the Backstreet Boys.
Wu-Tang, fucking Dr. Dre, NWA, like just rap and rock. That's the only thing I was into. Backstreet Boys and boy bands.
You didn't listen to Insane. You didn't listen to none of that.
Did it have the awesome story of Heath Ledger? And the first time Maggie Gyllenhaal ever met him was literally on scene while he completely unscripted ad-lib that whole scene where he puts a knife in her mouth.
No,
that was literally the first time she had ever met Heath Ledger in that movie.
What movie was it?
The Dark Knight. It was the first time she met him for the movie. Was literally...
I don't think you read the topic. The topic is 24 movie facts that will mildly surprise 90s kids, and that.
Hey, switching up, man. Here's another one. Dog.
It is an interesting movie fact.
They said a total of 46 pigs appeared on screen to play the main character in Babe.
Of course they did. They had to have lunch every day, right? Got him. Got them. I guess I don't know how
I've heard of like when they use like animal actors or whatever to do a scene that have like multiple animals, like they look.
I never noticed that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but I mean, because the animals are in motion, and we're not trained like to know the difference of each dog or cat being used. Because they like when was it Milo and Otis or Homeward Bound or some shit, like they went through tons of cats. I heard those like a whole bunch of animals getting killed and shit doing these stunts because they had to get the perfect shot. So I can believe like
you said animals getting killed and all that.
This is why has it not made an animated Disney not made an animated Homeward Bound yet? Like what the fuck is that about? Like that would be amazing.
That's gonna be a what if episode.
It really should, because that movie was like actually really good. And if they would do a CGI,
what if Disney didn't leave money on the table?
Yeah.
Then make another Brave Little Toaster, man. That's what I'm waiting.
Right.
Hey, they did kind of. It's called Toy Story.
And they need to do Fable. They need to do Fable as well, or Fable. Fable goes west. They need to redo that.
That wasn't Disney though.
I thought it was.
I mean, it was that. I used to think that too. I used to think it was all. I used to think it was all Disney, but it was a different motion picture.
What is it, Universal or something?
I
Probably
think so.
back then.
It was something like that.
Universal
but the
was really big
damn
in the
near
90s,
Disney
so.
quality and shit back then.
Yeah.
One more, last one, then we could end this show. They said the movie Kevin watches in Home Alone isn't real.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, it's fake. Yeah,
I didn't know it was fake. I thought it was a real movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I first saw Home Alone and I saw that scene, when he's like, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal," and all that shit. I used to think that was a real movie. So every time when my dad would take us to like Family Video or Blockbuster, I would fucking look for this movie. And the fucked up part, I would ask the dudes at the counter, and I'll ask them about it, and they would point me in the direction of the movie, knowing goddamn well that shit wasn't real. Fuck them dudes. Had me going a wild goose chase, man.
They lie to make you feel good.
Yeah, I used to go to them. I was like, hey, do you guys have the movie that's on Home Alone when Kevin watches the movie? And then it was like, oh yeah. It's over here. They had me go to fucking drama or documentaries and shit.
Oh man, they trolled the hell out of your ass.
They trolled the shit out of me. Fuck them,
bro. Oh man, that's awesome. It's some. They had a. What is that guy's name? He's actually a famous actor back then. They actually had for that.
The dude that played that role, he was actually a famous actor. He was doing it for a bit.
Was he in the Gold or what was it? City Slickers? Was that the same guy? It played
I'm not sure.
Duke or whatever his name was.
I'm not sure.
City Slickers was a movie they really should redo.
No, you can do Three Amigos. Bring that shit back.
That absolutely. I don't think you can redo the Three Amigos, but like that's man, that'd be hard. Who would play the roles, man? Like speaking of '90s movies, '80s and '90s movies.
Damn. Cause who was Steve Martin?
Who's gonna play Steve Martin, bro? What is it like?
That's a good question, bro. Because it was all was Steve Gutenberg.
It was Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short.
Martin Short. Damn, that's some big shoes to fill on all of them.
Yeah, that's like
I maybe Will Ferrell is one of them.
Yeah, I guess
Will Ferrell. And for Martin Short, I'll get probably Jack Black.
Maybe. It'd be hard.
I
would think you would need the Napoleon Dynamite director to do that for it to be funny. Like it would, you know what I'm saying? But even if they did like an animated one of the Three Amigos with the three of them back, even as their voices, I'd be so down for that.
But shout out to Angels with Dirty Faces. The Home Alone classic that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
it sounded like a porno when he was putting it in. Like it's like
Angels.
Yeah, it was kind of. It's kind of. Hey, someone posted on the chat, and then we'll just end the show off. They said, "Do y'all think that Fox should redo the X-Men Apocalypse movie?"
Hell no, burn that shit with fire.
Yeah, I love Oscar Isaac, but having him as
the worst fucking Apocalypse
but he's asking if they should redo it. Absolutely, they should redo an Apocalypse storyline. But I mean, they're gonna eventually build to that. But I mean, I
would say do an Apocalypse movie. Make him like whenever we become grandparents and they decide to put the X-Men in the MCU and shit. Like have him as the big bad, like a Thanos level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see that. But right now, that's a little too soon to think about that movie, man.
You say throw it in the trash, man, and light it on fire, dog.
Throw it in the trash, throw it in the fire, and then take those ashes from that fire, and then throw that shit into space.
Same thing with the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie. Jesus Christ,
that one was
probably the worst.
You take that movie and you put it in the microwave, and you let that shit melt.
That was probably. Damn, I wasted 2 hours to watch that, dog.
I told y'all not to watch that movie, man.
That was horrible, dog.
When they said Phoenix, I was like, I'm out, because the last time they tried to do the Phoenix with X-Men United,
X-Men 3,
yeah, that shit was the only fun.
Hey, but I will give that movie credit. That scene
I'm the Juggernaut.
Where Wolverine has to stab her in the stomach. That scene was badass. Where his fucking skin's getting peeled down to the skeleton and all that. That scene was badass.
Hey, Juggernaut messed it up all for me, man.
It did
Juggernaut was.
What was his name?
Vinny Jones
Vinny Jones is awesome, but
it was cool. But he was like a BDSM juggernaut.
Yeah, it was
like
weird.
Juggernaut, like a.
I didn't know Juggernaut was Australian.
He's not. He's American.
Did you know in the second Deadpool
he's Xavier's
stepbrother.
Ryan Reynolds is both Deadpool and Juggernaut in that movie. People don't even know that about the second Deadpool movie. He's just a CGI bigger version of himself. Like,
but in X-Men United, that Juggernaut, he was like if you go to a sex shop, you wanna dress up like a leather daddy.
Yeah,
that's what that Juggernaut was. It was like a leather daddy. He pretty much needed a zipper on the mouth.
His head looked like it was for pegging, not some other shit. Let's put a gag ball on his mouth. That's what that Juggernaut from that X-Men.
And the only reason why I like Vinny Jones is that because he said that line from, like, you remember on old YouTube, it was that I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah,
and he said that line. I was like, oh shit, he's a Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah,
that was it. I'm done with the movie. So we don't need another apocalypse movie right now, man.
They need to take their time with the X-Men.
Bro, they casted Apocalypse and made that motherfucker 4 feet tall, bro.
I know. I was shocked Oscar Isaac was willing to do that, man.
They had a 4 foot tall Apocalypse, so that way when he knocks Xavier on the ground, he could look down at him and say, "Look at me."
Yeah,
it was
pushed you over, wheelchair man. Piece of shit.
I didn't think it was that bad, but they could have made it bad.
And you also like Ghost Dad, so this I can't trust your judgment in movies.
I can't either. It's like impaired driving.
Yeah. Hey dog, hey man, send this show off, dog. Let's do our final notes, man.
All right.
Damn y'all. Hey, go ahead, do the final notes. Go ahead, start off, Scribs, man.
Hey, man, final notes. I want to give a shout out to the Cowboys for losing the Hall of Fame game. Only Cowboys fans can lose the game and be crazy about a linebacker.
Hey, the great thing about it, man, they would have won. They would have been talking the hell of stuff, man. They would have won.
They were, they're already saying they're going to Super Bowl. Micah Parsons I will say Micah Parsons did look good. But it's a Hall of Fame game. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When one of the best plays is a kicker or a punter, it's not really saying much. But, I mean, I want to give a shout out to I forgot what I had a shout out for somebody. I forgot what I was going to say. It was going to be funny. I want to give a shout out to everybody chatting in the chat for the first time. This is cool. Yeah. Being able to conversate with people while they're listening and watching the show. Of course, I was getting my ass roasted for a good minute.
Man, they were killing your ass. I almost called the police.
Yeah. But again, you can catch us. You can catch us here live every Saturday. And you can catch us on all other platforms. If you're not able to catch us on Saturday, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you want to listen to us at the Unintelligent Graduates. Pretty easy, long to type, but easy to find. You know what I'm saying? We're the only unintelligent graduates. Not the only ones in the world, but the only ones with an actual URL. But
maybe different.
Yeah, there's plenty of them in Congress. Anyway, anywho, you can catch me BScribs88 live on Twitch, YouTube, stuff like that. But that's all I got.
All right. Thank everybody who's in the chat, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in, watching the show on Saturdays. Catch the audio. If you're an audio listener, of course, check us out every Monday on your favorite podcast platform. Be sure to check out our reviews for Suicide Squad, The Ascent that's on Xbox and Steam, and Halo's multiplayer beta that I was able to play. And catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at The Unintelligent Graduates. Follow us on Twitter at The Unintel Grad. Salamat to everybody who's taking the time to listen to us, because there's millions of podcasts out there, and you guys are taking the time to listen to us. So thank you for that. And you can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at BlackPinoJ. That's all I got.
I'm gonna say it for the second time. I'm gonna say it for the third time. Thank you to all our people in the chat. Thank you to the people that's watching us. And also, I'm gonna say it again for the people that's not listening. You can follow us on Twitter, the Unintel Grads. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the Unintelligent Graduates. Listen to us on Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify. And if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, make sure you're giving us 5 stars, give us a review. Make sure you sharing us, subscribe to us, tell everybody about us, please. Thank you. And shout out to Rihanna. I got a quote by Rihanna here. The minute you learn to love yourself, you won't want to be anyone else. So make sure you love yourself every day. And just know you do not need no 4-year degree to be a graduate. As long as you bettering yourself every day, just know you're becoming a graduate. And yeah, you might say these 3 people were unintelligent, but you need to come to realization that this is our show and we're the unintelligent graduates. And we're out. Peace.
Peace.
You forgot that other quote from Rihanna. It says, buy my draws.